So welcome students. So we continue with the new chapter, that is Bio Geochemical Cycles. In the last class we talked about the environmental pollution and how this pollution is affecting our environment. These were the points we dealt with in the chapters ahead or the chapters before. That is in the chapter 10 we talked about pollution. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the different cycles in the environment. They are coming under the category of biogeochemical cycles. So when I talk about biogeochemical cycles, what does this biogeochemical cycle mean? Bio, as you all know, it's biological. Then geo means earth. Chemical means it is related to some chemical compounds or some elements. So they are being circulating in the environment in a cyclic manner. That is referred as the biogeochemical cycles. So in this chapter we will talk about the different biogeochemical cycles. So firstly let us see what is the meaning of this biogeochemical cycle. Like you have seen how our raw material is getting in a cyclic manner, it is getting transferred back to the environment. If you talk about, we have just seen the plastic covers which were buried underground. We have done that activity to see that this plastic is not getting decomposed because it is non-biodegradable. But if we take a piece of paper or if we take the banana peel, all these are biodegradable. So after few days, after 15 days, after 20 days, we have examined, we have checked, we have observed that this disappears. Disappears means because why they disappear? The reason is because they are biodegradable. That means it is going back to the environment. Followed? So here we will talk about what is the meaning of this biogeochemical cycles. So here there is a flow of nutrients. Now when I say nutrients, it may be the different nutrients like carbon, then we have nitrogen, we have oxygen. All these are the nutrients which are present on the earth, organic substances. All this is getting or it is going in a cyclic manner. That is, it's a flow of nutrients on earth. From where, now we have to talk from where to where. From where is it getting transferred? It is getting transferred from the environment to the organisms. It is coming to the organism. And from organism, it is going back to the environment. See, from organism back to the environment. So this is moving in a cyclic manner. Follow. So this cyclic manner movement of any element is called as biogeochemical cycles. So if we talk about carbon cycle. So carbon cycle means flow of what? Carbon from the environment to the organism. From organism back to the environment. That is called as not biogeochemical cycle, it will be called as carbon. Because we are talking about the element carbon. Suppose you talk about nitrogen. If you take nitrogen, so here flow of nitrogen from environment to the organisms and from organism back to the environment. So did you understand what is the meaning of this biogeochemical cycle? So here the flow of the nutrient takes place in a cyclic manner. And that flow is termed as what? It's called as the biogeochemical cycle. So it's on page number 170. So this 170 page number, we are talking about the definition of biogeochemical cycles. So now what is this? This is very nicely, smoothly going. But due to the interference of human beings, see? So when these human beings are interfering in between this environment and organisms, what is happening? There is, like we are talking about the environment. This human being is using lot of vehicles. So with these vehicles, what is being given out into the environment? Carbon dioxide. the environment, and that is harmful for the organisms or for all the inhabitants on the earth. So this man or human is interfering with this, or he is disturbing the cycle. Which cycle? Biogeochemical cycle. So in this way pollution is interrupting or it is interfering with this cycle. This cycle should go in a smooth manner. If it is going in a smooth manner, there will be the flow of nutrients. There will be no accumulation of any type of nutrients. You have seen non-biodegradable nutrients or non-biodegradable waste like plastic. Why our earth is becoming a dump of all the plastic? It is because of the excessive use, indiscriminate use of plastics. And this is not biodegradable. Non-biodegradable means it is coming, it is getting locked up on the earth. It is not going back to the environment. So that plastic will remain as it is. And it will be getting dumped, and you are going to get which type of, we talk about the different types of pollution due to this plastics. So that is all about biogeochemical cycles. You have to refer to page number 170. Now we are going to talk about different cycles, I said, isn't it? So in this biogeochemical cycles, we are going to talk about different elements. Mainly we will talk firstly about the cycle of water. We will talk about the water cycle. I think during your primary classes you have learned about this water cycle. Then we have carbon. Then we have oxygen and nitrogen. So these are the different examples of the cycles. There are many other cycles, but we are going to talk about this different cycles in our chapter 11. That is biogeochemical cycles. Firstly, we will talk about water cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, nitrogen cycle. So we are going to start with the water cycle. So now you have all know the formula for water. Do you know what is the formula for water? Water is H2O. Water stands for, that is a molecular formula for water. H2O. Now what does this H stand for? H is for hydrogen and O is for oxygen. Normally this water cycle is not included in any biogeochemical cycle, but since it is the precursor means the raw materials of different elements are found in this water. So we have to study about this water cycle. So when we talk about water cycle, you have to know what is the role of water. You know water is called as the universal solvent. So we will start with the first cycle, which is called as the water cycle. Or there is one more name for this water cycle, it is called as hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycle. So the water cycle can also be called as hydrological cycle. So in this water cycle, we are talking about this water. It's so important. You know, water is a universal solvent. The first point about water, universal solvent. Meaning is that, what is the meaning of universal solvent? Universal means most of the compounds are soluble in water. So it's called as a universal solvent. Then we have different types of water. Now if I tell you sea or ocean, what is the type of the water in the oceans? It is saline or it is salty water. Okay, sea water. That is the reason it's not potable. Potable means it's not, we cannot drink that water. Then we have ponds, lakes, rivers. These are all the sources of water. That means there are different types of water like fresh water. Then we have saline water. Then there is water even in the glaciers. You know, glaciers means ice, polar ice caps. So that water is, we have that water, but it is not available for consumption. We cannot consume that water. So how much percentage of fresh water we have? from total percentage on the earth, we have 97% of water total. Okay. Now it may be, especially it is present in the oceans. 97 is present in the ocean. So that means it 97% present in ocean, but that is not, we don't get it for drinking because it's sea water. Maybe new methods may come where there will be removal of the salt and all, but 97 is in the ocean. Then 3% is which water? Fresh water. Okay, so 3% is fresh water. From this 3%, what happens is 2%. It is present in the glaciers or polar ice caps. That means can we use this 2%? We cannot use. So how much percentage is available for us for consumption? Only 1% fresh water is available. Followed? Only 1% is available on the earth for consumption or for drinking purpose. So that means, did you understand? This 1% water, though we have 97% of water on the earth, still from that only 1% is the fresh water available. Where it will be available? In the rivers, ponds. Okay, but that rivers, that ponds, that lakes, what is the state of that lakes and ponds at present stage? It is polluted. Followed? So that is what human beings are doing with this cycle. Which cycle? Water cycle. So this water is getting polluted. Right? So now we will talk about which cycle? Water cycle. So now we will in detail talk about water cycle in the next class. Thank you.